Welcome back to the Coin Lady channel. The time has come to discuss XRP. Since you've been keeping your XRP, you've undoubtedly noticed this quite frequently. Stablecoins like Ripple, XRP, and Stellar from the World Bank are the source of this information for international transactions. XLM, Christine Lagarde, and the IMF have both previously brought this up. But back then, we didn't really fret until now, and everyone was like, well, if there are stablecoins in the future, then so be it. However, as we can see, stablecoins are now being criticized. As soon as Canada introduced stricter regulations on stablecoin trading sites, rumors spread that Canadians would no longer be able to purchase XRP or XLM because they are considered to be stablecoins. That has nothing to do with the topic at hand. The former refer to algorithmic stablecoins like Terra USD and USD, while you may be thinking of USD or even Tether. This is not XRP or XRP. Am I hearing voices telling me to stock up now because tomorrow may be too late? Plus, it could even be us. This SEC triggers billion-dollar bank run on Binance as BUSD has caused stablecoin to fall out of the top 10 crypto ranking in terms of market cap. Stablecoin's dollar peg has never been completely stable. This week, it reached a high of 0.99 on certain exchanges. CoinGecko reports that after the SEC probe, there was a 26% decrease in the amount of used circulating quantity. Today, there are about 11.4 billion BUSD in circulation, which is nearly half of its high level in November of last year. And Gary is causing all of this chaos to happen because there's no regulations set in place. He's exceeding his legal power by enforcing his own interpretation of the law. This keeps happening because of that. Everything related to Bitcoin is currently in disarray. Furthermore, XRP cannot be backed by gold because it was always intended to be backed by something when it was discussed as a stablecoin. Official from Ripple shares their reasoning. And I said the same thing. It is not necessary to provide any evidence for it. I'm still of the opinion that central banks will eventually assign it a greater value. As far as Hamilton is concerned, that would never happen. According to the blockchain creator, XRP is a gold-backed cryptocurrency that trades freely on the open market despite having no central issuing authority. Because of this, XRP cannot be inflated so that it can be pegged with another commodity, as explained by Hamilton. Well, everyone always pointed to the central institutions as an example. The gold market is being flooded with purchasers. They plan to use it as collateral for XRP. Not at all, sir. It will serve as collateral for their virtual money. The only way for XRP, the national digital money, to interact with gold is through tokenization on XRP Ledger, where a token that tracks the precious metal's location can be created. For those who still do not accept it, the developer concluded with some metals quotes. Hamilton proposed a trade of 1 troy ounce of gold for 1 XRP. I understand that many individuals demand proof, but there is none necessary. It will cause a significant shift in worth. The government cannot seize XRP. Bitcoin seller Peter Schiff's advice. It's another thing you've heard repeatedly, they're coming for your XRP. Matt Hamilton, Ripple's former director of developer relations, has turned to Twitter to dispel yet another rumor making the rounds in the crypto community. Last week, he addressed rumors that the government was planning to buy back XRP. He recently tweeted about the government's potential confiscation of XRP tokens. Hamilton provides 3 insurmountable obstacles that would prevent this from happening. To begin, XRP cannot be confiscated by force from its key users because it is decentralized. To add to this, it would be less difficult for the government to develop its own crypto CBDC if it were in need of a currency for internal use. In the third place, the token's value and usefulness would be annihilated and XRP would be replaced by a fork if the government attempted to prohibit its use. Thus, the inevitable buyback outcome follows. XRP exceptionally precious. There is a threat that the government will confiscate your XRP. Because of this, an XRP repurchase is essential, which makes no logic at all. Now, XP holders will continue to prosper financially thanks to their XRP. And here's the future plan. Even in the future, when every country has its own digital currency backed by gold and a great deal of value is moving daily in this sector, XRP will still serve as the trust layer between moving that money for cross-border payments. Therefore, I predicted that central banks would eventually establish a price for XRP, and that this price would be more stable than the current one. That's the future I see for XRP. The reason I'm bringing this up now is that there has been a lot of discussion recently about stablecoins, and many people continue to wrongly believe that XRP and XLM are stablecoins. For international transactions, they will maintain a high and stable worth. Europe appears eager to absorb all the disgruntled crypto businesses that have been disappointed by the United States. The United States is touting itself as a crypto-friendly destination. People won't go there to construct if they have to abide by Gary Gensler's rules, but if you think about it, who really wants to go in and sit down with the SEC? Before you realize it, you could be embroiled in a legal battle. With US politicians split on whether to encourage or discourage crypto's growth, and with regulators increasingly putting things into their own hands, this is an argument that no US policymaker can make. The downfall of digital asset exchange FTX only made things more complicated, as it exposed widespread mismanagement in the industry and led to the downfall of the company's previous CEO, Sam Bankman-Fried. Washington was once a major player in the crypto industry, but now lobbyists and sympathetic lawmakers in the United States are trying to maintain the pressure on Congress to pass regulations. Moreover, you've probably noticed that people in the FTX area tend to make excuses for it. Since it was only Sam Bankman-Fried, I'm sick of hearing about FTX. Indeed, he belonged in the illicit underworld. But Bitcoin was the only topic. After speaking with Sam Bankman-Fried and discussing his crypto crackdowns, Gary Gensler shared his thoughts. We can see that they might initially dump tokens abroad, claiming or feigning that they won't be back in the US for 6 months. But fundamentally, he argued, these tokens are securities because there is an intermediary organization and investors are betting on the success of that intermediary group. Those individuals argue that crypto investors are expecting a return on their investments thanks to the efforts of intermediaries in the same way that stockholders and publicly traded businesses anticipate receiving investments. Gensler argues that the SEC has authority over these deals because of the potential for appreciation in the future. For this reason, Gary also establishes legal norms in other nations. That is to say, before the business has even arrived in the United States, he is already establishing regulations for when they return here or when they begin selling their tokens within the United States. Already he's referring to them as security. Because of this, the United States will remain a technological backwater. Plus, they want to keep us in their slave system by making it so we can't purchase this. Notification from HSBC Bank while using the mobile banking software. In the realm of cryptography, I sense an impending change. Our credit card company has informed us that they will no longer process cryptocurrency transactions as of February 23, 2023. HSBC has released this statement. This is likely to cause a domino effect at other financial institutions. Congress should enact clear legislation as soon as possible to prevent the United States from losing its long-term status as a financial hub due to the lack of clear rates on crypto and a hostile environment from regulators. Everyone in the globe can participate in the crypto market, and established companies are setting the pace. This follows the US Federal Reserve's recent caution to financial institutions about the dangers of crypto liquidity. It is claimed that the introduction of crypto will cause nationwide deflation. Cryptography is not the answer. The reality that the BRICS and other countries are moving away from the US dollar is a major factor. They foresee this as the cause of our impending hyperinflation. In this case, pinning the problem on encryption is a convenient shorthand. Investors can expect a historic upswing, according to strategists. From what we can tell, the next 4 years of this bull market period will be the most prosperous in history for the economy, society, and the things we value most. Since the next run's use case will benefit from the introduction of ISO once it is implemented, I predict that it will be remarkable. And the dollar may be falling like a house of cards like never before in American history. As a result, the stock market and cryptocurrency took a major hit. I think Bitcoin could probably get to $250K if that was to happen. Still, it's important to consider what the future holds for ISO currencies after that. If the increase is dependent on demand, it may continue into the following year. Even if Bitcoin begins to decline, the price of utility coins may keep rising. Unfortunately, we can't predict the outcome of that situation just yet. Many people frequently wonder if XRP even has a future at all. Okay, then, let's examine it. Collaboration and widespread implementation are central to it. The rules would be crystal clear. The main event has arrived. You found it. What we XRP holders want most from this SEC Ripple lawsuit is exactly that. This means that XRP would be unique among cryptocurrencies if it were to receive legal clarity. That would improve XRP more than anything else, in my opinion. More and more corridors would open up, and more institutions would start using it, if discussions about HODL continued. In addition, there are the synergies and widespread use, which contribute to a reduced environmental footprint. That's a huge one, too, particularly in this era of climate change and carbon offsets. As a result, I don't think Bitcoin will ever catch on. Then there's the XRP community, which believes in and uses XRP and will continue to do so in the future. This explains why the price has generally not dropped along with the market. For the same reason that many of us already own it, I expect many new investors to rush to purchase XRP before it's too late. Nonetheless, I made this film today to address the widespread misconception that XRP can only be valuable if it is pegged to gold, which is not the case. There is nothing holding it back from reaching those extreme levels. Also, take a peek at the XRP system, which I predict will see tremendous growth in 2023. In addition, ISO will soon be operational, and XRP may soon have greater legal clarity. I consider the evidence that might help it rise. Do not worry too much about a huge buyback or a government crackdown on XRP. Neither of these things are likely to happen. I can't seem to grasp it. While I respect your right to a different viewpoint, I'm more concerned with the fact that you continue to hold it. I'm just as invested in seeing this through as you are, and I can't wait to reach the finish line with you. Now I'm going to end today's videos. Please accept my gratitude for tuning in. Thanks to everyone who has watched my videos. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.